Leos.
Oh shit, we about to save the best for last?
Yeah, our last two, Scorpio and Taurus, the two opposites. The cows and the scorpions. What's up, Leos? We got Venus and Leo. Use your attractive energies more than you can right now. Don't waste it. Five of Cups. Bye, bitch. Yeah, anybody that's giving you sorrow, Leo, and that doesn't show up or isn't going to show up emotionally, literally, but you know what? Bye, bitch. Like, straight up, like, I feel like, in old Marilyn Monroe style. Toodles. So instead of looking at it as an emotional, depressive thing, remember, this is a new moon in your second house. This is time to know your value and worth, trying to Saturn of the life that you have. Anybody who doesn't see the value in that life that you have, fuck them.
Fuck them.
Bye, bitch.
Bye-bye.
You know what I mean? Mars. So, you know, this is the challenge. One, knowing your identity and that strength that you have and owning it. So don't get all fucking weird emotionally, and don't get all fucking weird, especially in sorrow, about situations that maybe nobody's showing up emotionally the way you want to, or it's gone in a bad way. Like, don't challenge this and get rid of that strength that you have, that courage and that strength. But you know, and also don't be afraid to take action for what you want. Or don't be afraid to take action for what you don't want to go through either. The Hierophant card overall. Yeah, you know, this is definitely where it's overall like, you know, not only are you a king, but the Pope works with the king. Pope doesn't really work with anybody else. So, or the queens, right? So it's like, only be around energy right now that's like at such a high level that you can work with here, that wants to do great things and wants to do things on a higher spiritual plane. And that sees that, because the Hierophant always sees the king and queen as working together with. What's the issue with this Mars identity? A strength reversed. Yeah, this is like, I would say that this is like too afraid to say bye to people that aren't showing up emotionally fully and that are creating sorrow for you. And you got to face that strength, and you got to face that strength and that courage. That's the strength reversed with the Mars card. So Leos, especially with this Venus and Leo square Uranus, like, you got to make choices based on the best for you. Uranus in the 10th is like, yeah, why put any of your energy? This is not some business that you can turn around. Like, it's like, you know, just close the business on the energy of the person that just is not there. And then at the same time, with Venus or Mars retrograde in the 9th, this is belief issues and squared to all the 6th house. Like, anybody who, if you don't believe in your own abilities anymore and your own values with this new moon in the 2nd, then that's going to put you in a horrible place this week. So anybody who's going to like question your values and question your way of how you do your life, and then you buy that belief, that'll take you down. You got to say, bye, bitch. I know what it is, and not feel bad about that. Why is that? Queen of Cups in reversed. Yeah, because that would be not self-nurturing yourself, and that person's not coming from a nurturing place. They don't want to nurture you anyway. So don't nurture somebody that doesn't want to nurture you back. I think that is about like clearing the way of people who have some sort of opinions and emotional opinions of how that you should be living your life, or how you should be living your emotional world. They don't know. They'd want to be there. They'd want to nurture you and be, and you would want to nurture back. The worst is when a Leo gets stuck on somebody that doesn't want to be with them, and we do that a lot. Because Cancer's our 12th house. So we get lost emotionally into places where it's like not bringing us to love, because there's nothing more, I guess, stimulating than a Leo going after a king or queen that they want to turn, a prince or a princess, or not even, maybe just a common folk down at the bottom of the castle that doesn't want to be with them. I don't know. Why is that Hierophant coming up? 4 of Wands. Yeah, that's the marriage card. It's the card also with the Pope that does marry and has a tradition. There's something about this tradition aspect here. These are both very traditional cards in the party. That the tradition like would be that there would be no doubt in your mind of the emotional fulfillment, the emotional nurturing, and the full embodiment emotionally of where things are going to be, and that you wouldn't have that. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to step into this or not. If that person has questions about you and your emotional space, then they don't see you fully. You're real as fuck. Mercury in Libra means it's going to be complicated to try and communicate how your reality is, or for people to even understand it. But people will see, and other people won't. The shadow for Leos this week is fated to suffer. So I think that this is an issue. I think that you feel that you're fated to suffer to not have what you really want, and that you have to get rid of that and not allow that to be your detrimental aspect. Because you're only fated to suffer if you're hanging around energy and people that you're not going to say bye bitch to, and fucking that are not emotionally fucking available for you in the way, and they don't accept your life at all. Because you're looking for the ultimate fucking party and traditional marriage, like, celebration. Anybody who's not looking for that shit, like, sixth house Mars in the 6th house gets through enemies. It fights enemies in Pisces. Hidden enemies here to fight through, or people that are trying to persuade you to change your life in order for them and their thing, but that wouldn't be a party for you, because it would be their party.
Yeah, it's not allowing you to persuade yourself either. You know, I think there's been kind of like a theme tonight of like believing this, or like the self-doubt, or like believing our own lives that we're creating in our own minds, that like we have to be a certain way instead of just living authentically, instead of living that universal love and living that universal life, and like embracing the change and not letting ourselves get bogged down. I think that is a major aspect in all of our love and relationships right now. I think that we all need to be willing to adapt to this change. And I think that we all need to be willing to say bye, bitch, you know, and move on and move forward and progress into this new life. You know, we can't be afraid of it. We can't be afraid of the change, and we can't be afraid to adapt new aspects into our life that's gonna bring joy in there, pretty much.
Yeah.
So embrace that light that you are.
Yeah, and you don't have to change your kingdom completely, right? Like, okay, maybe you want different tapestries in the fucking sitting room, but like, we're not gonna fucking get rid of the crest. You know what I mean? Because that would be like, I want you to change your last name. What? That's my last name in my kingdom. I always thought that was funny. The people with the hyphened last names, like, I want to keep my last name and I want to add the other last name. I have nothing against that. I'm just saying that it's just kind of like, okay, that's embodying both names. That's fine. But it also is kind of a scapegoat to be like, oh, it doesn't work out. I still get to keep my last name, and I just get rid of that hyphen. Taurus, I don't think a Taurus and Scorpio would fucking dig that. Like, oh, you don't want to transform with me together and build something great as one unit together? I don't think Leo is that way either, or Aquarius. Maybe Aquarius would do the hyphen name, actually. They would find a good excuse. But Jennifer Aniston never did that shit. She never changed her last name to Pitt.